All right, folks, despite these current market conditions, which are depressing by the look of it, because it doesn't seem to be any direction, but we have some good news coming for AMC because Elon Musk just shared, on CNBC what he thinks about this whole DOJ investigation. And as a matter of fact, he did share it up. He did say, I'm glad, as we can look into the article itself here on CNBC. Elon Musk shares on Justice Department probe of short sellers. Tesla CEO on two fresh shots at short sellers and the SEC. Two of the billionaire's most frequent targets for insults and criticism. I'm greatly encouraged by the Justice Department investigating short sellers, Musk told CNBC in an email Tuesday, that is today. This is something that the SEC should have done, but curiously did not. Which is kind of understandable because, you know what? This is a guy that used to have constantly negative publicity around its stock and the company. Why? Because nobody thought that he will be able to pull what Tesla, the company, was able to do. Becoming one of the major, out of nowhere, from scratch, player in the electrical vehicle market, not only here in the US, but in Asia, China principally, and now in the other nations. So he knows what he's talking about. As a matter of fact, two of the one-time short sellers in Tesla are now being investigated by the DOJ and the SEC at the same time. So the guy is kind of, he's swinging back at those guys. Now, what is even more interesting, it's here. Too often, sophisticated hedge funds have used short selling and complex derivatives to take advantage of small investors. They will short a company, conduct a negative publicity campaign to drive the stock price down temporarily, and cash out. Then do it all over again many times. The term for this, as you may be aware, is short and distort, Musk said. This is a huge statement. Again, as I mentioned, this is a guy that has been used to have notorious short sellers in Tesla and targeting Tesla stock. So he knows what he's talking about. Now, the fact that what is described here is precisely what the short sellers, what the DOJ and the SEC are trying to achieve, trying to address, because it's a disease for the stock market. This is something that cannot be sustainable because most of the time, this is an illegal action. It's illegal. It's illegal. It's a collusion. And if it's not stopped, the system will break down, and nobody wants that. Now, the fact that Elon Musk is talking about, this is a guy that uses a lot of social media. He's an active Twitter, he's an active Twitter. Just to say that, imagine how the attention will be driven into this whole DOJ thing. Why? I used to say in this channel that Billionaires Club is a really narrow club. It's a really, small, closed club. And by that I mean every information, everything that you read in between the line coming from someone like Elon Musk may attract a lot of other players with big pockets, with big money. But more importantly, the fact that he's, talking this to CNBC publicly, maybe he knows something that we don't know at this point. But I wouldn't be surprised if this will drive a lot more attention, not only in all of the stocks that are set up to benefit from this huge investigation, this huge probe, once it starts having consequences that will be translated into the share price. All right. So many people follow Elon Musk, just to see exactly what he thinks. Think about Dogecoin. Just think about that for a second. Think about when he said we are now accepting Bitcoin as a form of payment for our products and services. What happened? So the crystallization around this could actually be something that AMC and GameStop and all the other stocks could benefit. But let's just see how it unfolds in the next coming days. But as the rest of the market looks now, it's depressing.